Hi, very good evening. Can you hear me? Yes, fine. Thank you. Thanks for your confirmation. Very good evening, one and all. Now the time is 5:24. Within 1 minute, we will start the class. First of all, I would like to explain the concept of yesterday's assignment. So I have given an assignment regarding printing the multiplication table of any number. Okay, please wait. The time is 5:24. Okay, now the time is 5:25. Okay. So anyway, in the last class, I have explained about the for loop and how it will works. Okay. So almost 1 minute. Check 50 students. Okay. 50 students who submitted the assignment other than second semester. So this is the program. We take drawings. So here I am taking n equal to int of input, enter the number or enter any number. You can I can put the message anything. Why I am giving integer means because I asked about the any integer number. So by default input function takes the string. So that's the reason we need to convert to the integer data type. So print of multiplication table of n is. So if you print this message, you will get a clarity in the output multiplication table of 6 is. You will get the output like this. Okay. So n means whatever the n you are giving, that will be concatenated here. Okay. So for I in range of 1 comma 11. So yesterday we have discussed about what is I. I is a variable, and in is a keyword, and for is a keyword, and range of 1 comma 11 I am giving because whenever you are giving 10, it will start from 0. So but basically whenever you are printing the multiplication table, it will usually printing like 6 ones are 6, not 6 zeros are 6 0. It will not do like that. Okay. So that's the reason only I am taking for I in range of 1 comma 11 only. Okay. So because why I am taking 1 comma 11. Okay. So actually this is not the program prepared by myself. Okay. So one of the student, I think third CS student, Nagalakshmi, sent this assignment. Okay. So I copied that code itself. So every day I would like to take one student assignment, and I will explain the concept only. So okay. So this is completely written by Nagalakshmi. Okay. So let me explain now. I 1 comma 11 means whenever you're giving the ending. So this is called start. This is called ending portion. So this is 11 means it will be 11 minus 1 will be done. That means 1 to 10 only will be done. So if you're giving for loop in range of 10 means it will take 0 to 9, right? So in the same way, if you're giving like starting and ending number, so it will start from 1. So that's the reason it will start from 6 into 1 like that. Okay, and that means I value will be stored like 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. That means I value will be repeated automatically. There is no increment operator here. Okay, there is no increment operator and decrement operator like we studied in the C language and Java. Okay, so here I am taking a variable product. It is not required actually. Okay, so according to the her program, I am just writing here. So product equal to I into n. So what is I into n means I value. If I am taking 1, that means whenever you are giving a range value like I 1 comma 11, it will take the I value first 1. So product equal to I into n, that means 1 into, so whatever the value you are taking n in the output line, that is 6. So 1 into 6 equal to 6, right? Okay, so that means now product contains 6 value. Okay, but I would like to print the value like 1 into 6 equal to 6. I don't ask like that. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12. That means here whatever the number you are reading, it should be there here only. So that's the reason you have to print n should be first. And I asked about the into symbol. Okay, there is no into symbol actually. Some students submitted like star symbol only. So you can, if you would like to print in the output screen, you can put X. That's not an issue. Okay, because it does not perform any operation. It's just X only. So just I print like 6 comma. That means whenever I give a comma in print statement, it will give one space automatically. It will give one space automatically. Okay. So X means it, that means into only. So 6 into, okay, 6 into comma I. So that means I value will be repeated from 1 to my 11 minus 1, that is 10. So all 1 to 10 will be displayed here. This is the age value. Okay, so now product equal to, now equal to is also printed, but that's the reason I'm clearing in the double quotation, comma product. So that means the product means I into n or n into I, whatever it may be, you can call it as anything. Okay, so because 6 ones are 6, you will get the result 6 twos are 12. How we are getting the result? By using the multiplication operator, that is called arithmetic operator. So you can write I into n here also. You no need to take a product variable again and again. Okay, so you just simplify the code. You just write the for in the I into n. You can write the program within 4 lines itself. Okay, so this is the program of assignment question. Now the time is 5:29. We will start the class by 5:30 exactly. So let me clear the drawings. So the same program I will run the code by just I'm giving like deleting this code. I'm just giving like n into I. Okay, you will get the same result. It's not an issue at all. I'm just running the program now. Let me give the number. I'm just giving 6 now. I'm getting the same output. You can calculate any multiplication table. Okay, so usually these programs will ask in the entry point of view. So please, everyone should prepare well. Okay, and in the final external examinations also you may get this type of questions for 10 marks also. Okay, so but it is very easy. But whenever you are getting this question in the external examination, don't write this code and output. Okay, so output is mandated for every program, whatever the programming language, whether you are studying C or Java, data structures or whatever it may be. Okay, so but you should be okay. So you should give output also in the external examination or anything, in the internal examination or whatever it may be. But you should explain. That means how I am explained just now. For is a keyword here, n means n is a variable. It is used to store the particular value. It means if you convert the type conversion value, that means whenever you are used to read the input from the keyboard, usually it takes a string only in Python. That's the reason I'm converting the integer. In the same way you should explain. Because whenever this question is asked like 5 marks or 10 marks, whatever it may be the question, okay, but you should explain. Okay, then only you should also understand, and examiner also easily know. Okay, so let me continue with the new topics today. So I think any doubts, if you have any doubts, please mention in the chat box. So okay, now so actually I forwarded the material in the last class. I have explained only example 2 only. So that's the reason I copied that from that material, example 3 and example 4. I copied that material only because I did not explain at that time, because due to almost 6:40, 1.5 hours I think so. Okay, we have completed the last class, but many of the students option for the last class. So please make sure everyone you should read the for loop, because for loop and nested if concepts are very important, especially while doing the programming. So that's the reason I am sharing the YouTube links by today itself. So if any students are not reading, please go to the YouTube link or Great Learning link. Okay, so please read that. If you have any doubts, you can text me, no problem. Okay, so let me take an example. So how to write a program to print odd numbers from 1 to 10. Odd numbers from 1 to 10. So if any students are absent in the last class, let me explain how for loop it will works. So let me explain now. For I, so actually in Python, some you will get a question like explain about for in loop. They will ask question like for in loop. For in loop means it is not a complete different of for loop. Okay, it is also called as for loop only. In some textbooks you can find that for loop is also called as for in loop in Python, because here you are using a for and in also. That's the reason it is called as for in. Okay, so don't confuse. It is not a it is a different loop. Kumar sir skip this topic. Kumar never do like that. Okay, so you know that. Next, so let me complete the program. It is printing the odd numbers from 1 to 10. So whenever you would like to take the example like this, okay. So here range means, so if you are taking 1 to 10, if you are taking 1 to 10, it will take from 0 to 9. It will take from 1 to 9, not 0. If you are taking like 1 comma 10, this is called step size. That means it will skip one number and it will give the next value. Usually in C language, usually you can specify odd numbers like I plus equal to 2. You will do like that only. Okay, so anyway, let me explain. So because we are entering to the programming, if any students are not good at programming, so I would like to clear their doubts. Okay, so let me clear onlinejdb.com. So I would like to print a odd numbers in C language. Okay, in C language only I am telling. Let me take a number. int I for I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. So basically, whenever you are doing a odd number or even number, it's usually the number which is divisible by 2 itself. It's called as a even number. The number which is divisible by which are not divisible, it will get the remainder L1. Then it is called as a odd number. You should basically you should think like that only. Okay. So let me give a I mod 2 not equal to 0. Let me give like that. Okay. So I will just a simple print statement. In order to cut this, I will just paste here printf a percentage 5d. It will give 5 spaces in C language, comma I. So let me check before executing the program. 1 modulus 2 not equal to 0. It will print 1. So that's absolutely right. 2 modulus 2 not equal to 0, but 2 modulus 2 is 0. 0 not equal to 0, condition false. So that will be skipped. So okay, I'm getting the correct output. Okay. So you don't want to run the program. You should check yourself whether it is right or wrong. Okay. So you are the computer. Just think like that. Okay. So I'm getting correct answer. I'm absolutely getting correct answer, right? 13579. So I'm getting the correct output. Well, how I'm writing this program? Simply, I will explain. Okay. If you in basically whenever you are having interviews, you will by heart the programs like how to print a odd number, how to print even numbers from 1 to 10 or 1 to 100. If you would like to give 1 to 100, you just print to I less than equal to 100 here. That's all. So anyway, if any students are not familiar with the for loop or even any faculty, let me explain. This is the concept of C language. Don't confuse. Okay. So why I'm telling this, I will tell you. No problem. So I will tell you. Please wait for a moment. Why I'm telling this example, I will tell you. Okay. So I equal to 1 in C language. Initialization, it will check the condition. So if the condition is true, then it will enter into the body of the loop. Okay. So that means here condition 1 less than or equal to 10 is true. Now it will check 1 modulus 2 not equal to 0. That means 1 modulus 2 the value is 1 only, because whenever you are performing the remainder operation, the numerator is greater than the numerator is less than the denominator, it will give the numerator result only. So that means 1 modulus 2 value is 1. 1 not equal to 0 condition is true. So percentage 5d means it will give 5 spaces. That's the reason in the first also it will getting 5 spaces here. Okay. So it will give 1. So now I value will be printed like this. So whenever this for loop curly braces is there, here I will be incremented like I plus plus. So I value will be now 2. Again it will check the condition 2 less than or equal to 10 like that. So then it will check 2 modulus 2 not equal to 0. But 2 modulus 2 is 0, 0 not equal to 0, condition is false. Number 2 will be skipped and this printf statement will not be executed. So and again it will go to the ending curly brace and again it will check the I plus plus. Now I plus plus means our I value will be 3, because whenever I value 1 is it will be incremented to 2. Now itself it is incremented to 3. 3 less than or equal to 10 condition is true, and again it is going to 3 modulus 2 not equal to 0. Yes, see, this condition is true because 2 1 2 are 2, remainder is 1 1 not equal to 0 is condition true. So now 3 value will be printed like this. In the same way up to 9 will be printed. So whenever it is 10 is less than or equal to 10, condition is true. 10 modulus 2 it will give the 0 only. So the condition will be false, right? So this is the program, how to write a program in a C language. But here you should understand one concept. So if you would like to find out the same program with even numbers, just give equal to instead of not equal to. That's all. Okay. So if you run the program, you will get the 2 4 5 2 4 6 7 8. Okay, 10. So definitely you will get the 2 4 6 7 8 10. 2 6 7 8 10. Okay. So because these are the even numbers from 1 to 10. Because whenever you're used to specify the modulus 2 value is 0, it will give the 2 4 6 8 10. That is these are the even numbers. This is very easy program, especially in the C language. But in C language, we have the another facility. Instead of writing this program, instead of writing this if condition, you just give I plus equal to 2. Okay, that means the 1 less than or equal to 10 condition will be true, or 1 will be printed. After that, I plus equal to 2 means I equal to I plus 2, I value will be 3. 3 less than or equal to 10 condition true. In the same way, 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7. So 1 3 5 7 9 will be displayed in the output screen. Okay, instead of writing the if condition, you can also write this logic also in C language. Okay, so how it will work? So once again I'm telling 1 less than or equal to 10 condition true, 1 will be printed. Then it will go to the I plus equal to 2. What is meant by I plus equal to? We are studied in the Python assignment operators also. This is called shorthand assignment notation. I plus equal to 2 means I equal to I plus 2. then I value will be 1, I1 plus 2 means 3, so I value will be new 3. So again it will check 3 less than or equal to 10 or not, it will check 3, then if the condition is true, then 3 will be printed on the output screen. So in the same way, next 3 plus 2 equal to 5. Actually compared to the above logic, okay, whatever I am writing just now, so this logic is very easy, because you used to check instead of checking 1 to 10 numbers, it will skip 2, it will skip 4. That means the condition will not be checked here, okay, it will check for 6. That means almost it will take iterations only 6 only, from 1 to 10 itself it will check only 6 times, it will be iterated, okay, loop will be iterated. But in earlier case, if you are writing 1 to 1 less than or equal to 10 I plus plus means it will iterate 11 times. So that means whenever you finding about the time complexity, it will take a lot of time complexity, but whenever you're writing this code, it will take less complexity. This is best code, I think so. Okay, so whenever you're writing I plus equal to 2 means I equal to I plus 2. In the same way, in Python we have the concept like step size. So by using the comma 2 means it will skip 1 plus 2 like that. That means I 1 to 10 comma 2 means 1 plus 2. That means the first number will be added 2, like just like that. Then otherwise you can skip like it will skip one character and it will print another character. You can just think like that also, that is also fine. So that means 1, after that 2 will be skipped, 3 will be printed. That is nothing but a step size. So that's the reason 13579 will be the output for this three lines, for this 2 lines of program. But in C language you use it to specify this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, almost 10 lines of code. It should be easily written in single 2 lines only, okay, in Python. So 1 minute, if you want to print even numbers in the same logic, you just remove 1 and just add 2 here, you will get all the even numbers. So 2 4 6 8 10. So that is very simple logics in C language, okay. So I think hope you know already. So let me continue with Python. So I would like to take these 2 lines now. So I don't want to declare a variable like C we have, okay. I'm just giving simply like, I'm just giving like for I in range of 1 to 10 comma 2, it will give. Let me execute if any students option in the last class, okay. Let me execute what will happen if I'm removing 2 first, okay. So let me explain. I'm giving 1 comma 11 boss. If any students are absent in the last class, let me explain. For I in range 1 comma 11 means it will print from 1 to 10. It will print from 1 to 10. 11 means 11 minus 1. It will be printed like that only. So that is 1. So I comma end equal to, what is I comma end equal to means it will, if you just giving like I only, it's not a problem at all. Okay, just give print I, that's all. But the numbers will be printed from line by line 1 to 10, because by default print is having end equal to slash n in the syntax. You can also check whenever you're writing a print like this. Okay, so it will give the suggestion like but it is not getting right now. Anyway, no problem. So end equal to, it will be taken automatically end equal to slash n. Okay, in print statement we have that facility. Here you can see end. Okay, end is there right here. So that means end, here you can check now. So print means value separated and end. So we have 3 attributes. End equal to slash n. That means by default end is slash n is there. That's the reason you no need to declare slash n. You just given a print of I means it will give 1 to 10 numbers line by line. So that's the reason only it is getting like this. Okay, but in order to avoid that, I am used to giving like end equal to space like this. Okay, so end equal to space means it will give the numbers, it will print the 1 by 1 numbers. It will print obviously from 1 to 10 or 1 to 10. It will give the with space, end equal to just a single space. Okay, so I think now you can understand what is how to print a 1 to 10 numbers. Okay, hope you know already. Can you please tell me, anyone in the chat box, I would like to print my name instead of 1 to 10 times. I would like to print my name. What I have to change? Anyone please, according to the syntax, please let me know. Anyone, please mention the chat box what I have to change. I would like to print my name 10 times. Yes, very good, fine. Yes, very good, Venkatrao. So you can do this in 2 ways, right? You can, yes, very good, No. In place of I, okay. You are telling in place of I means I, you are not, don't change the for I. Okay, so just that is a looping variable only. So let me write here. Let me write here Kumar in double quotes or single quotes, whatever it may be. Okay, so let me run it. I'm getting Kumar 10 times now. You can check. Okay, I'm getting 10 times Kumar. Okay, you can check now. So if you're removing the end equal to here, again you will get your name in line by line. So that's not an issue at all. Okay, hope you understand, right? Thank you guys for responding in the chat box. Anyway, so now I will move to the topic like how to print a 1 to 10 numbers, odd numbers. Okay, so here I am giving 1 to 10, but extra I am giving a one parameter called comma 2. This is called step size. It means 1 will be printed, and after that the number 1 will be that means number 2 will be skipped and 3 will be printed. So let me run this line. I will get 13579. Okay, so this is the way. If you would like to get 1 to 10 numbers, 1 to 20 numbers instead of 1 to 10 numbers, if the interview asks like that, print a 1 to 10 numbers, print the odd numbers in between the 1 to 20, then give like 1 to 20 like this. So just that's all. You don't need to change all the things. Okay, so in the same way I have given in a task to you, so hope you will complete by Thursday. All the second CSC students, so you should compulsorily submit the 4 programs which are there in the lab exercises. Okay, so I would like to give 1 minute. Let me give pattern programs. Okay, skipping anyway. So these are the various programs you have to complete. Okay, so in the lab exercises of Python programming lab. Okay, so these are the various exercises. So you should all complete all the first 5 programs by Friday. Okay, now I will tell 5th program, no problem at all. So at least you complete 5 programs by Friday. Okay, and you should write the if the programs are executed in Code Tantra, you can write in the observation book. You could just put a new notebook for observation. So 200 pages white notebook, because we have 34 programs, I think so. So that's the reason. Okay, so in the same way here, the third question it is asking like so write a program that uses for loop to print 8 numbers 8 to 89, but you should skip 9 10. That means you have to skip 2 numbers. 8 9 will not be printed and 10 will not be printed. Okay, so you have to skip 2 numbers. Okay, so if you would like to skip 2 numbers, what we have to do? So just now I discussed like this here. If I am giving like 3 here, okay, if I am giving like 3 here, just I am giving a step count to understand yourself. Okay, now I am getting 2 3 is not getting, I am getting 4. I am not getting 5 6. This is the same question only, but you should start from 8 and you should complete by 89. So that means when you have to change, I don't want to tell you guys. Okay, I don't want to tell you because I'm telling a lot of things other than the curriculum. Okay, so you should do guys, please. Okay, yes, okay, fine. Okay, so will you complete? So please confirm boss, please confirm second year students, my dear students, second year CSC students, please confirm in the chat box. Will you do? Very good, very good. So some students are sending the answer also. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vishnu, thank you. So hope everyone fine. Okay, I think you observed any change in the IDE. So Spider IDE is looking hot right today. So actually, I uploaded the videos for final students especially. Okay, so a lot of students are asking to upload the videos in the YouTube. Okay, so I have uploaded the videos in the YouTube itself for their reference. But unfortunately, when I see those videos, I'm unable to clear the console. I'm unable to look at the console. But console is getting very smallest numbers right now, I think so. Okay, so I thought that, but means to how you are daily you are understanding, I don't know. I think you will get a good idea because whenever you are giving a zoom option, it will get really good. Okay, but in YouTube itself, you have to increase means that is very you have to give some options. In settings and so on and so on. Okay, so that's the reason only I just have an option here. I found it today only, just Python tools preferences. It will get a small option to change the background, to change the font size and all. So it is there here. So appearance, in the appearance I am getting vibrant ink. So this is the various links are there. Here you can put the light means it will get light color, white color background. But unfortunately, when you're studying in the morning means it will get white means it is better. But now yeah, almost evening we are discussing if it is background black color is there. So you should be very easy to see the picture also. That's the reason only I'm selecting this color. And you can increase the size here. I just given to 17. So that's the reason it is automatically showing the complete console, and script editor also will giving the good representation. Okay, so if you are, so if I'm putting this recording, so I will get the complete visualization in YouTube also then. So that's the reason only I changed here. So if you would like to, if you like this, you can also change. That's the reason only I'm telling. I don't want to waste your time. So let me move faster. So this is the program of 1 to 10 numbers. So just now I discussed like this. If you would like to print 1 to 10 numbers, even numbers, okay, so you can do the same program. So like here, I am giving a different example here. I'm giving a reading of n also. Okay, so I'm just giving the same program by reading the n. So now I'm giving n equal to int a, input enter the number 5i in range of 2 comma n comma 2. So let me run this program. If I'm giving 20, okay, I'm getting the numbers 2 to 20. I'm getting the numbers from 2 to 18 only, because I'm giving 20 only. So 20 minus 1 will be skipped, right? So 19 is a odd number, so it will not be printed. That means you can read this value in the above program. I'm giving directly with 1 comma 20 like this. Okay, in the same way you can read the first number and the middle number and the last number. You can read anything. It's not a problem at all. If I'm giving like, so that means here 2 will be started and n means 20. That means out of 2, from 2 to 20, the even numbers will be printed. That here I'm giving 2 only. 2 means here what will happen now? Here whenever I'm giving 1, it will skip one number, right? So then it is giving like a next number. If I'm giving like 2 here, but I have given 3, I changed that. I changed it, right? So 1 plus 2 means 3. So just that's the reason only I explained in the here I plus equal to 2 means, that's the reason only I'm telling here. Okay, so this is the just example I'm telling. Okay, so in the same way you can read the values like 2 comma n comma 2 or n comma 2. You can give n comma 2 also. That's not an issue at all. That means you can read the first number, and I'm giving 20. I'm giving 20. Okay, so now I would like to give 10 to 20 numbers. In between 10 to 20 numbers, I would like to print even numbers. So let me give 10 now. Okay, I'm getting 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. You can change that value also. So just you can add this single line like you enter input the number, you can read those values like that. Okay, so hope you understand. Next, I will move to the next concept. So I already told in the last class, for loop is also works with lists. So I would like to give you an example. Like I'm giving like a print of list of range of 10. I'm just giving 3 printf statements. Okay, with list, here list is a predefined constructor, like we have set tuple like that. Okay, so for example I'm giving list of range of 10, list of range of 2 comma 8, range of 2 comma 20 comma 3. Okay, so I think hope you know everyone. So in the first line, how many numbers will be printed? Please tell me in the chat box. How many numbers will be printed? Range of 10 means how many numbers will be printed? Still some students are 1 to 9. Why 1 to 9? Yes, some students are telling correct answer. Okay, so anyway, thank you guys. Let me run this. So I'm getting 0 to 9 only, because whenever I'm giving 10, it's from 0 to 9 only. Yesterday we already discussed the same concept. Okay, so that means here you will get like 0 to 9. But you should check here. You are getting the list in square box. What is a square box means? This is called list. You know already. So that means you can display like this also. If I'm giving like range 2 comma 8, it will print from. Tell me. It will print from. Please mention in the chat box, guys. Please be active. Yes, fine. That's absolutely correct. Priya, this is wrong answer. Priya, Teja is wrong answer. I'm just telling the answer how it will be printed starting from right, and 484 wrong answers for third year. Okay, so let me run this. So 2 to 8, I'm just running this line. I'm getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not getting 8. That means this is called starting. This is called ending point. Okay, but ending point -1 will be printed always. So this is list. Let me run the last line, 2, 20, 3. So that means what is the output? Can you please just tell me the first 3 numbers? That's all, because you're just unable to print all the numbers, right? Yes, yes, very good, good understanding, Yes. Still, some students are saying 2, 6. Why it is? You just tell 2, 5, 2, 5, 8, 11. Okay, so this is called step count, right? That means 3, 4 will be skipped. Whenever you're giving 3 means, okay, so it will print the third number after 2. That means 3, 4, 5. You can calculate like that. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Or you can add like this 2 plus 3, 5, or you can do like that only. Okay, that is not a problem at all. So, but here now I will run all the 3 lines. So I'm getting all the 3 lines in list box. Okay, if I'm giving like here, I'm giving like a list here. I'm giving like a tuple here. Okay, I'm giving like because tuple also we have the constructor tuple. Okay, so why I am telling all these things, because in interviews or examination point of view also you will get a questions like write a program, okay, to print the 1 to 8 numbers or 1 to 10 numbers in set or in list in tuple. They are given like that. Then what you have to do? This is the answer only. So in the first I have given list. It is printing from 0 to 9. After that I am giving tuple. Tuple is always with parenthesis, and set is always display with curly braces. Okay, that means it will be printed from 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17 like that. Okay, so this is called set. So hope you know all these concepts. I don't want to waste the time. So let me move to the faster. When I am giving, we can also use the range function with sequence of numbers. The length function is combined with range function with iteration through a sequence using indexing. So this is also one of the point I would like to discuss with you guys. I am giving a list. We are using a one function called length. It's not a function, it's just a function, length only. Okay, it's not a method. So it's just function length. Okay, so let me give a space here. It is getting error. Okay. Okay, so I'm just giving a general example to you for understanding purpose. I'm giving with list Kumar, BVC, mom, dad, like that. I'm printing that means it is just like an array. For example, whenever you write a program to print the whatever the elements you've taken in the list, it will be printed using for loop. Okay, or you can print the elements. You just given the like that. You don't want to print list of 0, list of 1, list of 2, list of 3. You don't want to write all the things. Okay, you just write a single code list equal to like this. For I in range, that means range means you have to enter number. Instead of number, I am giving length of list. Length of list means 1, 2, 3, 4. How many lists we have? Four elements. That means here instead of in this bracket, it will display like range of 4. So range of 4 means 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3. So in this, that means whenever you are giving a list here, if you just print like a single statement of print of, okay, list of, okay, so list of 0. If I am giving like list of 0, my name will be printed first. Kumar. Okay, you already know all these concepts. I don't want to waste your time, right? So because we have discussed so many methods in the last classes, lists, sets, data types, and all, right? So that's the reason only I'm telling now. So list of 0. That means for example, if you have the 10 elements in an array, how you print all the elements by by using all print? That means you have to write all the 10 lines print statements. No, you don't need to do like that. If you would like to get the BVC, if you would like to mom, if you would like to print dot, all these values will be easily retrieved by using for loop. So for I in range of length of list. Okay, so why we have to serve length of list? Because some students may add some more methods, some more elements. It is easy to add. If you're giving, sir, shall we give directly 4? Okay, you can give. That's not an issue at all. Okay, I'm just giving a length of list to understand purpose only. Okay, because sometimes if the elements are more, then also it will get the values. Okay, so next it will be printed like, okay, hello comma list of I. That means I value will be started from 0 itself. Okay, whenever you are printing from, for example, for I in range of 4. Okay, for I in range of 4, I'm just giving a print of I. Okay, so I already told in the last class, please guys, so it's just like a confusion, because you already know in C language for loop is completely different here. So don't confuse guys. I am giving like I in range of 4 means what will happen now? Please tell me guys, what is the output now? Please tell me guys in the chat box. If you're understanding clearly, I'm very happy guys. Please. So how I will be printed? How I will be printed? Excellent. Some students are very fast, right? Some students are very slow still. So I already told, okay, whenever I'm giving a 4 means it will print the 0 to 3, 0 to 3, 0 to 3, 0, 1 to 3. 4 will not be printed, right? Okay, range means it should be length. It should be like 4. That means the 4 elements will be displayed, but it will start from 0 only. In the same way, if you are giving like range of length comma list, means it will take 4. So now the I means list of I. That means the first number, what how 0 will be going. That means it is a default. By default, whenever you are giving 10 also, you can get the elements from 0 to 9. That means the index starts with list index also starts with 0, right? The list here is a variable to understand purpose. If you take a also, that is also fine. That's not an issue at all. To understanding purpose only, I'm giving like list only. Okay, it's a variable. You can give a also. That's not an issue at all. But if I'm giving like list of I, that means list of 0. That means automatically range means 4. The list of 0 element will be printed Kumar. After that I value will be incremented. Again it will take the 1. So next hello BBC will be printed. So hello mom, hello dad. That will be displayed guys. Okay. Let me run this. Hello Kumar, hello BBC, hello ma'am, hello dad. Okay, so it will be displayed like this. Hope you understand guys. So in the same way you can retrieve the elements of tuple or set, whatever it may be, so you can access. So just now I discussed how to print my name 10 times. So some students tell that you can also use repetitive operator. That's exactly correct answer. Okay, if you would like to print 10 times your name, you just write a line like for I in range of 10 print hello, then you will get hello 10 times. Then you will get hello 10 times. Okay, so if you'd like to give space, okay, or you can give and equal to space. That's all. So that is every time I don't want to do like that. So for I in range of 10 print hello, it will get hello 10 times. So if you would like to print 100 times, you can give 100. It will be printed 100 times also. It's not an issue at all. Okay, you just count 100 times. Okay, it will take half an hour. Okay, so anyway. So in the same way, instead of that, you can use the repetitive operator. We have star. Star is acts like a opportunity to do. Okay, it will do a lot of things. Star is a multiplication operator, and star is here star is a repetitive operator. Whenever you use it to find with a string, if you're giving like hello slash and star 10 means the hello will be printed 10 times. Okay, like this. So why I'm giving slash and you know already. If I'm removing the slash and, if I'm just removing the slash and, okay, I'm giving like F9, it will get the 10 times right side. Okay, it will be printed like this. Okay, so hello into 10. So you can also print 2 ways in Python. Okay, you can print the 2 ways in Python. Next. Okay, so we have learned a lot of things about the for loop. I think it's enough. It's the time to practice the examples. Before going to that, I would like to go for nested loops. What is meant by nested loops? Here we have a facility. Actually, loops inside a loop is called a nested loop. That means we have discussed in the last class what is a nested if. If we have another if is called as a nested if. That's the reason I'm telling like nested if. So if you're discussing the loop concepts with inside another loop, okay. So if you're defining a loop inside another loop, that means that is called as a nested loop. So I'm just writing a simple line called loop inside loop. But here you can actually in nested for loop and nested while loop are different. I'm just thinking about nested loop. Nested loop in the sense you can use a for loop inside a while loop, a while loop inside a for loop also you can give. That's not an issue at all. That means whenever you're using a for loop, you can inside the while loop also you can also put like that. Okay, it's not an issue at all. That is also nested loop under the category. Okay, So now coming to the concept of nested for loop, because we did not discuss about while loop till now. So let me move to the nested for loop first. So after that I will move to the for loop, while loop. So now coming to the nested for loop, one for loop inside another for loop is called as a nested for loop. So here we have to give a syntax like for variable in sequence. What is a sequence here? Sequence means a list or a string or whatever. For example, if I am giving here range, that means here it is taking the range of values. That is also sequence, right? So it's just like a for variable in sequence, and this is called outer for loop, and it is called inner for loop. So here also we have some statements. If you are giving 4 spaces, this statements belongs to this for loop. If you are removing the 4 spaces with another line, this will be the statements of this for loop. That means outer for loop statements. So you have to be very careful about while doing these operations. So let me explain very important programs, especially in interview point of view. So many students are getting the doubts questions like print a pattern programs, print a off permit program. You will get so many questions like this. Okay, so I think it may confuse because in C language we will get a very clarity in on these questions, but here we will get some confusion. I am telling in the first only. That's the reason you are very carefully listen. Okay, so please listen, guys. So I will tell you. Don't confuse. If I'm telling, I will tell you with clarity. Okay, if you understand better, definitely will get the clarity. Okay, so listen carefully, guys, please. Next. So off pyramid. So before going to what is a off pyramid, let me run this program first. Okay, so it is indentation error. Okay, because n is space, so Python does not allow one space also. So you just give, it will be removed automatically. So that is called indentation error only. Okay, so anyway, so first let me run this program. Let me run this program first. And before going to that, I would like to just to change the code. This is off pyramid program. So pattern programs are very important, especially in the entry point of view. So it is just like a off pyramid. Okay, so you are getting like this. So star, double star, that means in the first line 1 star, second line 2 stars, third line 3 stars, fourth line 4 stars, 5 line 5 stars. This can be possible using nested for loop only. Okay, you cannot done with single for loop. You cannot done with single for loop. So it's very important concept. Please listen, guys, very carefully. So let me clear all the drawings first. I will explain the program. So here, so according to the whatever the output here, I will explain in that way. So for a better understanding purpose, I am giving n equal to int of input of enter the rows. That means I am giving 5. So now what is the value of n? N equal to 5 now. N equal to 5 now. Next. Now I am giving for I in range of 0, n. So how you should write this logic? You should listen carefully, guys. Okay, because here I am giving I is a variable in range 0 to n. That means here n value is 5. That means 0 to 5. So 0 to 5, the I range will be 0 to 5. Okay, so you know here 0 to 5 means, here 0 to 5 means 0 1 2 3 4, right? 0 1 2 3 4, right? So because you will not get a last value, right? So in the same way you will get this same example here. Okay, n value is 5. Now I am giving for j in range of 0, I plus 1. That means it will go to the inner for loop. Now j is another variable I am taking. J in range of 0, I plus 1. That means 0 to I plus 1. I value will be here, the first value I value will be taken as 0 only. This because I range starting from 0 to 5, right? So that means now the I value is, I'm writing here, just I'm writing here for better understanding purpose, I'm writing I value is, okay, 0. Okay, so now that means now the J range is starting from 0 comma 1, 0 comma 1. That means it will enter into the loop because the condition is true right now. It will execute from 1 condition, 0 comma 1 means print star. That means the first star will be printed. So I'm giving end equal to space here because for the next line you will get a space like this. That's the reason only I'm giving end equal to space. Okay, so and one more thing I would like to tell you. After that after that printf statement, this will it will go to this I plus 1 part actually. But here condition is failed now because 0 comma 1 means it will be printed one time, right? It will be printed one time. So that's the reason only it is printing one time. Now the condition is false here. That means the for loop will not be executed here. Okay, for loop will not be executed here. Then it will print this line. What is this print meaning? It means it is just a print statement. This print statement is under this for loop. That means this condition will be executed in this role. Okay, so this is not part of the this for loop. Okay, this is not the part of this for loop. You should understand clearly. So it will run this line now. So that means after star you will get this line. Why I am giving print empty curly brace, empty brace means it will give slash n. That means it will give new line. Okay, it will give new line. That's all. After that it will go to this part 0 comma n again. 0 comma n means now I already 0 in the earlier case. Here there is no increment operator. Whenever you are printing first number, it will be automatically incremented. Now I value becomes 1. Now I value becomes 1. Please understand carefully, guys. So now I value becomes 1. That means we have the range from 1 to 5 right now. Now it will go to j in range of. So in the earlier we will get like 0 comma 1. It is already removed now. Now it is started from 0 comma I plus 1. What is I plus 1? I value is 1. 0 comma 2 means 0 comma 2 means you will get two values, right? 0 comma 1. You will get 0 comma 1 only in the output line. But here I am not printing the j values. I am printing the jth iterations. It is repeated two times. That means here 0 comma 2 means the first value j will be stored as 0. Then after the new line already cursor is there here right now. Cursor is there here. It will print star now. That means this star will be printed for jth 0 value. After that, so 0 comma 2 means again j value will be incremented to 1. Now j value will be incremented to 1 automatically. Okay, so 0 comma 2 means you will get only two values, right? 0 comma 1 only. So because so you have to give minus 1, right? So just now I told range of 10 means I will get a range of 0 to 9 only, right? So in the same way you will get a 0 1 only now. So range of 0 1, that means now j value is 1, again it will print. So what is end here? This means this space. So here space will be printed and the second star will be printed. So this is up to jth loop. After that again j value will be 2. After that j value will be 2, but j value condition is failed because already 0 comma 1 only there in the for loop, because 0 comma 2 means last value will not be taken, right? So that's the reason it is ending. Then it will move to the again print statement. Then it is moved to the third line. So after moving to the third line, so now I value becomes in the earlier case I got I equal to 1 and I equal to now 2. So because 0 to 5 means it will take 0 to 4. 0 1 2 3 4. How many lines? 5. So in this, that's the reason I am getting 5 rows. So this is the logic. This is the way to think the logic. Okay, so you should understand very carefully, guys, please, because you may get confusion because of there is no proper increment and decrement operators here. Okay, so once again I am telling. So after that I value will be 2. After that I value will be 2. Then again j in range of 0 comma I plus 1. Now 0 comma 3. 0 comma 3 means now the iteration will start from 0 and 1 and 2. And how many stars will be printed? 3 stars will be printed. That's the reason only I am getting 3 stars in the third line. So this is the way you think. I think hope you understand. Okay, so is it clear, guys? Please mention in the chat box, otherwise I will explain again. So please tell me in the chat box, are you clear, guys? Please. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I already told it's very just confusing candidate. Okay. Please, out of 25 students, that means only 25 students responded in the chat box out of 257. Some students are telling, please repeat again. Anyway, I will repeat, no problem at all, because loops are very important. Okay, so no problem. Let me clear all the drawings. Let me explain, guys. So to understand for this purpose, I will tell you for I in range of, okay, 0 comma 5. I'm giving and print of I. Once again, I will tell you guys. Please don't worry. Here, please see, guys. If you are giving 0 comma 5, it will print 0 to 4 only. First, you should understand this. Okay. So in the same way, whenever you are taking 5 rows here, it will take 0 to 5, but it will print 5 lines. That's the reason only you are getting 5 stars. Okay, 5 lines, 5 stars. Okay, like that. Okay, so that's the reason I am taking 0 comma n here. But why I am taking I plus 1? It's a very important like concept, because whenever, for example, let me give you a single line here. Instead of I am giving for loop. Okay, I'm just giving here range of, I'm just to understand purpose I'm giving. If you're giving for loop of 10, if you're giving for I in range of 0 means it will not print any element. I'm not getting any element. If you're giving 1 here, then it will give one element. Like first 0 only will be displayed. So that means if you're not giving I plus 1 here, if you're not giving the I plus 1 here, if you're giving just like I only, so I value by default first it will take 0 only. Here I am giving 0 only. Okay, so 1 minute, let me write here. Okay, so here I value will be started from 0 to 5. So 0 to 5 means it will take 0 to 4 only actually. So according to this condition, it will take 0 to 4 only. So in the same way, for j in range of 0 I plus 1 means 0 comma 1. So 0 comma I plus 1, I value is 0 first. So it will take the first value only. That's the reason it will take I plus 1 now. So I am taking 0 comma 1, because whenever you are taking 0 means it will nothing will take. If you are giving 0 comma 1 means it will take at least one value. Okay, so that's the reason for j allows at least one number first time. That's the reason the first time it will be printed 1 star. After that I value will be incremented. Now I value becomes no, I value will not increment. That means basically that will be there. Now I value will become 1 only, because I already with 0, right? So whenever you are having 1, okay, here, so there is no such element, because whenever you are giving 0 comma 1 means it will take only one element in for loop. So that's the reason it will skip from this inner for loop. It will execute this condition. That means the first star will be printed. After that you will get into the new line. Okay, so then again it will take to this line. So 0 comma n means now here you automatically loop will be, the variable will be incremented to 1, because already I value 0 is completed. So now I value will be taken as 1 only, because 0th value will be taken in earlier class, and it will be taken up to from 1 to 5. Okay, and j in range of 0 comma I plus 1. Now j value again started with 0 comma I plus 1. Now what is I value? I value is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. That means 0 comma 2 means you will get only 2 values. Okay, that means loop will be iterated 2 times. In that way you have to think. Okay, so now I am printing star only. So then you will get 2 times loop will be executed, and that's the reason it is getting 2 stars. So this is the way was. Okay, hope you understand now. So let me clear the drawings. Let me run again. Okay, so now I'm running the program. I'm getting 6 now. I'm getting 6 rows. Okay, so this is the way to print the half pyramid. And I will tell you some more examples, because actually for nested for loop one concept is enough, one example is enough. But let me take another example with the same number. With the same example, I am giving I in range of 0, n. I did not change anything. Okay. Instead of uh, stars, I would like to print 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 like this. Okay. So here there is no proper increment operator for these operations. That's the reason I'm taking for the first time it is started from 0 to 5, right? So that's the reason I'm taking first number 1 in the before the for loop. That means I'm just taking here number equal to 1. Okay. After that here I'm taking like after number printing, I'm just instead of star I have to print num. Instead of star I have to print num. Okay. So after that I would like to just add a line called num plus equal to 1. So this is meaning like num equal to num plus 1. Even though we do not have any operators for incrementing or decrementing, but we will get the values, those values by easily by using plus equal to shorthand assignment notation. So let me run this code now. I am giving 5. Now I am getting 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 5 5. This is the another important half pyramid program with numbers. If you are, so these are the questions asked in interviews: half pyramid with stars, half pyramid with numbers. Even though and you will get the programs in external examinations also. Even in your syllabus also, in the lab syllabus they clearly specified this question, right? Okay. Use a for loop, print a triangle like the one below. Allow the user to specify uh, how the triangle should be. This is the way you have to print like this. Okay. That means this is only half triangle shape, like we'll call it as pyramid and half pyramid. Okay. So half triangle space only like this. Okay. So just now we discussed about this. You use for loop only. I'm getting for loop. I'm giving only for loop, right? So you can just print the stars according to the question. You can also complete number 5, fifth question. So anyway, let me explain here because I am using the same concept. So just I'm adding this line and I'm adding this line. So and I am instead of star I'm giving star. That's the change only. Okay. So nothing is changed. So listen carefully, guys. Input, enter the number of rows. I'm giving 5. I'm giving 5. So instead of stars, you will better understand now. That's the reason only I'm taking this example. If you have any doubts, like Vishnu, you are asking, so your doubt will be cleared right now itself. Okay. So for I in range 0, 5. So whenever you're taking 0, 5 means it will iterate from 0 to 4. You should remember that. And I started always from 0 only. And I started always from 0 only. And it will 0 to 5. You should declare like 0 to 5 only, but it will take 0 to 4 only. Okay. But number 1, so number 1 I am assigning because of we have to print number 1 like this. So but the number 1 is not printing, don't worry. For j in range of 0, I plus 1, that means now j will be entered from 0 to I plus 1. Why I am giving, you have to remember I plus 1 and why I am giving, because I always starts with 0. So you have to take from 1, that means you have to take at least loop 1 time. If you would like to execute 1 time, you have to give I plus 1. If you are giving I, it will not enter into the loop. Okay, like I am giving for I in range of 0 means it will not get any 1 value. If you are giving at least range of 1 means it will give 1 value. So range of 0 means nothing, it's nothing is there. Okay, 0 to 1 now. So 0 to 1 means it will take 1 value of j. So it will enter into the loop, number will be printed. What number I am taking? 1. So 1 will be printed here and space will be there. After 1 you will get a space also, but anyway that should not be remember because there is no other element after the right side of that 1. So after that I am giving num plus equal to 1. That means num plus equal to 1 means num equal to num plus 1. That means number will be 2 now. Number will be 2 now. After 2 it will not enter this print statement. Again it will go to this part only. Okay, but here there is no 0, 1, 0 to 1 means it will take 1 time only. Now already 0 j value 0 iteration is completed. So loop will be condition failed. It will skip to the printf. So after print this, it will get the new line. It is enter into the new line. So print means empty bracket. That's all. So now 0 to n. That means 0 to 5. No, you are completed for ith 0 iteration. Now I will be moved to the 1. Now I will be moved to the 1. So now I am giving number equal to 1 again. Okay. Now I am giving number equal to 1 again. So now it will enter in the j in range of 0 to I plus 1. That means 0, 2. This is the values of j. 0 to 2. So 0 to 2 means j value first will be taken as 0 and j value will be taken as 1. That means loop will be iterated 2 times. In that way, that means number will be printed first as 1 only, because I already given number equal to 1 now, and after that end equal to space, after that num plus equal to 1, that means number equal to 1 plus 1, that means number equal to 2 now. So number equal to 2 now. After that number equal to 2, after that number equal to 2, again it will check the condition. Now jth loop will be iterated 2 times. We have already completed for 0th iteration. Now jth loop will be go to the 1th iteration. That means it will again go to the number, it will print that particular number 2. It will print the particular number 2. So number will be incremented again 3. Number will be incremented to 3 now. Again it will check the condition, but 0, 0, 1 only. That means loop iteration already completed. Jth loop iteration already completed. Okay. So it will iterate 2 times only whenever you are giving 0, 2 means. So now it will print, and it is going to execute this again 0 to 5 means in the I value it is taken 0th, and on I value taken as 1 also, but now I value will be taken as 2. So in the same way I value will be 2, 3, 4 like that. So up to 4 only it will taken. So that means our program will get 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Now I will ask a single question, guys. I will ask a single question. So instead of 1, 1, 1, 2 like this, I would like to print 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. So where I have to change? Just to see the logic and tell me and respond in the chat box. Okay, some students are responding. Okay. Okay, so some students are responding. Anyway, I will show. That's not an issue at all, and you should do that example in the today exercise. That's not an issue, because I will send the material. Okay, I will send the material. Don't worry. After that only you should understand, and you should do experiment with it. Okay, then only you should understand for with good knowledge. Okay, so please guys, and you can do this program in lot of ways. And Vishnu is asking some doubt. I know Vishnu that logic I already there in the feedback form. I have written some codes. Okay, so because I am discussing about nested for loop, right? So this is the programs I already written here. So but let me explain this concept. So we have a lot of shortcuts in Python. You don't worry, guys. So Vishnu is asking one doubt. Let me explain this. Okay. So if I am giving 5 here, you will get the 5 spaces like this here. Sir, we will get this code. This is also fine, sir. He is telling like that. Yes, we will definitely get this concept with single for loop. But here, for example, let me please do Vishnu. I would like to print 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you cannot do this with 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Okay, well, can you try please? Okay, because I already completely written in this notepad. Okay, so we have some shortcuts, but I would like to explain the concept like nested for loop right now. Okay, I would like to discuss with nested for loop. So in the nested, by using nested for loop, we will get these examples. That's the reason why I'm telling. If I'm but there is no space is getting, I'm just giving like here. I'm giving like here only. Okay, but it will works for this example only. It will not work for all the 1 to 3 because I'm telling the example for all the 1 to 3 and the 2 3 4, even ABCD also, because I already written in the notes. So 1 to 3 ABCD also I have written like this. You can just print like pyramid shape ABC BDEF GHIJ, because only single line changing, because whenever you use it to specify 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 instead of 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 4 5 1 6 7, in the same way here I have given number equal to 1 again, here I have given number plus equal to 1 again, but again I am getting the same output. Okay, that means what is the change in the above example? You just see the example here. Okay, so that means here I am giving a number equal to 1 inside the for loop, here I am giving the for number equal to 1 outside the for loop. That's all. These are very easy programs. That's the reason only I'm telling. Okay, so okay, fine. So let me explain, guys. Let me explain with this example first. Okay, listen, guys. So how it will work, I will also tell. 1 minute. Let me take drawings first. Okay. So here he is taking like 5. He is directly taking 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1 means 6. You know already, right? So here, whenever I am running this program on, let me know, 1 minute, guys. For example, if I am printing like enter the number of rows 5, Vishnu, I will tell you the drawback of your program. Just listen carefully. If I am giving 5 means I am getting 5 rows only. You can see here. Okay. Here you can, if you observe your program, you will get 6 lines. You will get 6 lines. You can just see here. You are getting 6 lines, but you are not printing any element. Okay, even though it's simply saying like 5 lines, but it is displaying a wrong line. That means it's displaying a extra line. That's the reason only I did not prefer that. Okay, so even I will tell you, guys. I will tell you another example also. So what Vishnu said, I will tell you with a different way, but use the for loop twice only. I'm just giving this example right now. It's very easy program compared to the what the above program I explained. Okay, so listen, guys, carefully. Okay, I have given a comment lines also for better understanding. Today IDE also looks very beautiful, so it is getting different colors. So now I'm giving 5. Okay, so what Vishnu said, I'm giving like this. Okay, just no same in the same way I'm giving this program. Now I also am getting the space here. Okay, so this is the another code. This is the another code for printing half pyramid shape, like stars only. Okay, so here also I'm getting 1 space extra. That means number of rows is displayed 6. Even though star is not displaying, but this is wrong actually. That's the reason only I'm not preferring. But you should understand very clearly here, because logic is very easy compared to the above logic. I will compare the both logics here. I will compare the both logics. Let me take a 2 windows at a time. Okay, for better understanding purpose, I will take two inputs. So please wait, guys. So if I'm telling all these examples, you may confuse. That's the reason only I skipped that actually. So even though, but you were asking that, that's the reason only I'm explaining. If you're not familiar with this, please don't worry, guys. Please don't worry. So whatever you understand, that you will just go through it only. That's not an issue at all. Okay, so listen, guys. So this is the program, notepad program. So this will give the correct result, and it will give the 5 lines only. This is the program I explained just now. Okay, but what is the difference of this program and this program, I will tell you clearly. Here I am taking rows, input number of rows. I am taking 5. I am taking 5 rows. Zeros of comma rows plus 1. I am taking 0 comma rows plus 1. That means 0 comma 6. That means 0 to 5, 0 to 6. The for loop will be started from 0 to 6, but it will take from 0 to 5 only. You know already, right? So because -1, right? So that's the reason. And inner for loop will increment print number of asterisks. For example, I am giving like for j in range of I. Here I am giving range of I only. I am not giving I plus 1. I am not giving I plus 1 as earlier we do like that. Okay. So if you're giving like this range of I am just giving. So j in range of I means it will take I value, means it is taking 0. It will taking 0 first of all. Okay, because ith loop will be I is equal to 0. Please wait, guys. I equal to 0. It is started I equal to 0 to 6. Okay, and j equal to 0 now. 0 means it will not print any element. That's the reason only you are getting first star not printing, and your line is getting like empty. Okay, because you are getting like range of I. Okay, so that means this body will not be executed. After that it will execute the this print line. Okay, and it will go into the new line. Now rows plus 1, that means it will ith loop 0 will be completed. Now I value started from 1 to I value started from 1 to 6. Now you are entering to the jth loop. Now j means range of 1. Now j means range of 1. Whenever j range of 1 means it will take one jth value as 0. That means jth loop will be executed one time. So now star will be printed first time. So after that again this will not be printed. Again it will go to the print loop. Again it will take I value 2. So in the same way it will works. But unfortunately why I am not telling this code, okay, because of I am printing an extra line. So I did not like that concept actually, because we used to display any code like this. So you have to follow the programming rules. That's the reason only I am not telling this example, guys. Okay. So in the same way you can do another programs also. I have already taken that examples also in this notes, in this notepad. So we have another example like here. In the same way you can also 1 2 2 3 3. Just now I asked you guys. Just now I asked you. Okay. So you can also do like this, but you will get an empty space extra. Okay. So but though I will not prefer. Maybe some even some websites also giving those answers anyway. So okay. I think hope you are very good in all nested concepts, nested for loop concepts. I will share all the examples, guys. Don't worry. I will share all the examples, and I will tell you only one example, and I will skip. I will move to the other concepts. Okay. And now hope time already completed, and give me 5 minutes. I will complete anyway. So this is the program to print. So A B C D like that. Okay. So let me run this. A B C D A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O. I would like to print like this. Okay. So these are the pyramid like triangular, whatever you call it. This is pattern programs. You usually call it as pattern programs. Okay. So pattern programs with characters. Instead of num equal to 1, I am taking num equal to 65. Okay. Instead of num equal to 1, I am taking num equal to 65. Why I am taking 65? Please tell me anyone. Why I am taking a 65? Yes, very good. Yes. ASCII. You should remember ASCII values. ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. The capital A ASCII value is 65, right? So the capital A ASCII value is 65. So here I am in range of 0, n. So usually I'm writing that line only. So that means 0, n means, so number means 5. 0 to 5 means it will take 0, n I am giving here. You should understand carefully. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It will take 0 to 4. And so 0 to 4 means you will get 5 lines, right? So I am getting this j in range of 0, I plus 1. So when I am taking 0, I plus 1, so 0, I value is 0. Okay, I value is first value will be 0. 0 plus 1 means 1. So 0 plus 1 means 1. That means jth will be incremented. First value as j value as taken as 0. That means jth loop will be taken as 0. That means it is entering into the loop now. Ch equal to, here chr is a predefined function. Chr number, that means chr of num means it will give the ASCII character of particular number. Chr is a predefined function. We already done this example when I am discussing about ASCII characters. I have already explained about chr function. Okay, chr of number means chr of 65. It will return a. That means ch stores the character a. Ch stores character a. So now print of ch comma and equal. That means a value will be printed first time, and after that num equal to num plus 1. That means num equal to 65. Now number will be 66. Here 0, 1 means jth loop will be iterated only one time. So you should leave it. You don't want to execute like 0, 1 as you do in the C language. 0, 1 means it will execute it only one time. Then after print statement, it will go to the ith loop, because ith loop you are giving for 0, 5. That means ith loop 0th iteration completed. Now ith loop first iteration will be started. That means now it is entering into the j 0, 2. That means now jth loop will be iterated 2 times. Okay. So 0, 2 now. Ch equal to chr num. Here number is 66. You are already stored that number equal to 66, right? So number it is stored in 66 only. So because you are incrementing.
Okay, if you remove this line, okay, you will get a b b. If you're not, if you're this line, if you change this line, you will get a different pattern also. You can check, no problem. You can check, no problem. Okay, so just I am writing num equal to 65. I am getting num equal to num plus 1 means now it is getting 66. Okay, so in the first loop itself it is getting 66. Then chr of num means it will printed b value. It will printed b value. Okay, then it will take ch and equal to space num plus equal to 1, again it will become 67. Now jth loop will be iterated 2 times. Already we have completed first time, so it will enter into the second time. Ch equal to chr num means 67 of chr of 67. Now c value will be printed instead of 67. So in this way you should calculate this pattern. It's a very easy concept actually, but you have to practice. Today just now I told at the starting only I discussed about nested for loop concept. So you may get some confusion, but don't worry, you should practice. After the completion of the class I will forward the notes. You just go through the notes, and after that you should do experiments with the program, then only you will understand better. Okay, so and if you would like to get, like, if you 1 minute, if you, and I would like to tell you one more thing. If you any students are not understanding about why print is there here, I will tell you, no problem, I will tell you. So for example, in the first example itself, okay, I have taken a real-time example also. Actually I want to cover 9 lines, 9 pages actually, but only we have completed 5 pages only today. So anyway, I'm just running this program once, please wait guys. So you already run this program earlier, don't worry, I don't want to take your time. I'm just running the program. I'm giving 4 only. I'm getting 4 rows, right? So if I'm removing print here, what will happen? You can just check. Okay, you can just check now. I'm giving 4 only. I'm getting stars in this way. Okay, so is it pattern? So it's entirely depends upon the print statement, because that print statement is within the this for loop. That's the reason only we are getting that output like this. Okay, so that's the reason only I stopped the class right now. And 1 minute guys. So if you have any doubts, you can ask in the chat box. Otherwise you can leave the class. I am sharing the feedback link. Okay, so please go through the feedback link, and please don't waste the time. By within 7 o'clock you should complete, because I have to forward the notes. Okay, so some students are even 7:30 also they are filling the form. I have already filled the form, please guys. Okay, so I will give the assignment questions, 2 assignment questions today, so please all of you complete. Okay, so I forward the link to the your chat box. If you have any doubts, please let me know. And I have already forwarded the YouTube links, okay, from 17th August to yesterday, that means 13th September, okay, day before yesterday. Yeah, we prefer actually, Vijay, what you are asking, that is absolutely fine. But here, why I am telling this concept means, you should understand very easily. Can you write a logic of 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the same logic, Vijay? So my question is, I'm getting the question. Can we use separate, sir? Separate you cannot use here. Please tell me. Wait, sir. Please wait a moment. Here, separate means, I'm just telling in the last class also I have already told, like separate means it is just like a, if I'm giving like n equal to 1, okay, a equal to 1, b equal to 2, c equal to 3. So print a comma b comma c comma scp equal to just a comma. I'm giving like here only. Okay, separate. So now I'm printing the statements. I'm getting 1, 2, 3 like this, sir. Okay. So yes, Vijay, that's the reason I'm not telling. Because if you're getting such programs, students will be very confused. Because whenever I used to tell one program, okay, so that program will be helpful for all the programs. That's the reason only I'm telling in this way. Okay, I know there is a lot of ways, because programming is not a not a simple logic, and it is not a unique logic. Okay, each and everyone can do different way, because my mind is different, my mindset is different, your mindset is different. Okay, but logic should be understandable and it should be convertible to any program. That's the reason only I'm writing here. Sir, Ravi sir, you asked about separator. Just separator is for separating the only particular variables only. Variables only. It's not a separate like don't use such kind of that means slash and statements, because here it is just like a print statement. Why I'm giving a print statement means to get the extra line. If you would like to get the extra line, that print will be for ith looped iteration only. That's the reason only I'm giving print statement here. So if you're giving separate, it will not be possible. Even if you're giving like print sep equal to space, it will separate only two variables. That's all. It's not be printing in another line. Okay. So next link is missed due to network issues. Okay, no problem. So if you're giving separate equal to minus, you will get the values with minus. That's all, sir. That is separate is only for separating the 3-4 variables. That's all. So you just do the experiments, guys, please, guys, because if you have any confusion today, if you understand the concept and you can change any values, definitely you will get the output. No, it's not possible. 96 Likita, it's not at all equal. Okay, so you cannot compare with if you're getting that else statement will be executed, Likita. Okay, integer numbers and float numbers cannot equal. And even if you're giving like a float number, double number also in C language, it will get else part only executed. Okay, no if will be executed. Okay, so Likita, I hope you understand. If you have any doubts, you can mention in the chat box. Girish sir, I forwarded the link again as you for your request. Okay, so Vishnu, I want to talk with you. Still, you have any logic? Please let me know. Are you there, Vishnu? Okay, I think nobody is asking doubts. I think it seems it's pretty good. And today, no doubts. Please mention in the chat box. At least I will exit. No problem. If you have any doubts, you can mention in the chat box. Okay, everything is fine. Fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. So anyway, I just do the experiments with it. I will forward the notes. How in C language, in Python itself you are telling? Can you please check with ID 96? You are asking good doubt, but you should run. If after that you did not put any colon, how you are getting equal answer? Okay, hope today no doubts. I think I will stop the session. Stay home, stay safe. If you have any doubts, you can mention the feedback link also. That's not a problem at all. Okay, so bye bye guys.